This is the Fifth Estate Winning Headlines, your media police post. In this segment, we summarize some of the headlines that you may have missed this morning, but we also take a look at the political pieces that we call cartoons in this country. Today is the 13th of July. I am Miss Pope.
I am JM.
And I am GK. In case you missed the headlines, here they are. In the Daily Nation, Uhuru, I was soft, but Karua will jail thieves. In the Standard, Raila, Ruto's tough task to avoid runoff. In the Star, tycoons throw multi-million dinner for Raila. And in the PD, Uhuru bets big on Raila. So let me kick you guys off.
Yep.
Uhuru at first told us he would focus on his legacy and not campaign for Raila.
Yes.
Yesterday, he went and did the exact opposite. Just like the leopard, he couldn't shake his political spots. Uhuru probably can't help but see the irony that he was once endorsed by Moi, the incumbent, and then in 2002, and then he was rejected by the public.
That's right.
So is this particular endorsement important for Raila? Well, it's symbolic because historically, presidents typically get involved when they think their legacy is on the line. For instance, Barack Obama had a good reason to think his Affordable Care Act was at risk should Donald Trump be elected. That is why he worked so hard for Hillary Clinton's campaign, despite losing. Now, Uhuru must perceive that his legacy is on the line. People are often judged on how they finish, and therefore succession can make or break his term in office. Like any good CEO, succession planning for Uhuru started with the 2018 handshake. Raila had Uhuru's endorsement, but it has also meant that Raila has had to take some of the flack and downsides of this administration, essentially inheriting Uhuru's critics. But the upside to this endorsement from Uhuru to Raila is that it is offering Baba, now Martha, their strongest message platform, one of continuing to do all the good things that he has begun for Kenya. Yesterday wasn't just a roadside declaration for Raila. Uhuru was actually on a working tour for Eastlands. He opened the Mwiki and Mihango Level 3 hospitals, which are part of the 28 new Level 2 and 3 hospitals as developed by the NMS. Last year, the president commissioned 14 new Level 2 and 3 hospitals. Now, Mihango Hospital serves a catchment area of around 70,000 people. These two hospitals are all part of the president's directive to construct 24 new hospitals in Nairobi's informal sector. The number has then increased from 24 to 28. President Kenyatta also issued 40,000 title deeds yesterday with a conservative market value of 80 billion shillings. Bringing the total to 6 million title deeds given out in a span of 10 years.
Ukichukua hizo titles 40,000 uweke tu, hata sitaki kuweka hiyo bei ya milioni 4, niweke tu bei ya kila plot ni milioni 2. Hiyo ni 80 billion shillings ambayo imeingia mikononi ya wananchi wa area hii.
The man is in a hurry to finish with a bang.
That's right.
Now, in the next few weeks, I'm sure there will be more development sprinkled with a generous serving of politics as Uhuru endeavors to finish strong.
Yes.
From where Uhuru sits, he thinks Kenya has a lot to lose if the wrong person gets elected.
Yes.
He may not tell us exactly what he saw, but we should surely listen when he speaks.
That's right.
Read between the lines, people.
Absolutely. Now, today, I'd like to talk about justice.
Yeah.
And I'd like to give you a story about the animal farm. A story that is representative of our two leading presidential contenders, that is Raila and Ruto. One is a defender of justice, the other a saboteur of justice. Let me narrate. Once upon a time, a severe plague struck the animal kingdom, and many animals died. And those who remained alive were so starved and without energy that all they could do was count down the days to their deaths. At last, the lion decided to call an emergency council. When all the animals were gathered together, he got up and said, "Fellow countrymen, I believe the gods have sent this plague upon us as a punishment for our sins. Therefore, the most guilty one of us must be offered in sacrifice. Perhaps when we do this, we will obtain forgiveness." "I will confess all my sins first," the lion said. "I admit that I have been very greedy and have devoured many sheep. They have done me no harm. I have eaten goats and bulls and deer. To tell the truth, I even ate up a shepherd now and then. Now, if I am the most guilty, I am ready to be sacrificed. But I think it is best that each one of us confess our sins as I have done. Then we can decide in all justice who is the most guilty. Your Majesty, said the fox, you are too good. Can it be a crime to eat a sheep? They are such stupid mutton heads. No, 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 Your Majesty, you have done them great honor by eating them up. And so far as shepherds are concerned, we all know they belong to that puny race of human beings that pretend to be our masters. All the animals applauded the fox loudly. Then, though the tiger, the bear, the wolf, and all the other savage beasts recited the most wicked deeds, all were pardoned by the lion and made to appear very saint-like and innocent. And then it was the donkey's turn to confess, and he said, I remember, he said guiltily, that one day as I was passing a field belonging to some priests, I was so tempted by the tender grass that I could not resist nibbling a bit of it. I had no right to do it, I admit. And before he could finish, a great uproar amongst the beasts interrupted him. And they all agreed in unison that he was the culprit who had brought misfortune on them. What a horrible crime it was to eat grass that belonged to someone else. Immediately they all fell upon him, the wolf in the lead. Soon they made an end to him, sacrificing him to the gods then and there. Hustlers, be warned. The reality of the donkey will be your reality come August 9th if you vote for William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. These two are the saboteurs of justice in this election. And like in this story, they will continue to make the weak suffer for their misdeeds. Our only salvation to reverse this trend of injustice in this country is to elect Baba na Martha. Martha Karua has pledged, as we all know, to create the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. The justice system is theoretically set up on the premise that rich and poor are treated equally. But in Kenya today, and as it has been for a long time, access to justice is based on how much a person can pay. Or as a distinguished Ugandan law professor once said, the law is for the poor and justice is for the rich. This is what the Baba na Martha government aims to rectify. So fellow Kenyans, please, and hustlers, vote wisely.
Interesting. Saboteurs of justice.
Interesting. So for a candidate to win an election, they must effectively apply the 4 M's of political campaigns. That is message, media, money, and make no mistake. Now that we are in the home stretch with just 3 weeks to elections, I would like to assess whether these 4 M's have been used efficiently. The first M is messaging. In order to let others know what you stand for, messaging is essential. It is essential for luring prospective voters. To be effective, one must stay true to their message. But what have we observed with the Udaku crew? Their messaging swings from bottom up to taking credit for projects done by President Uhuru while distancing themselves from those that are not, to disrespecting the president and making him an object of aggression. Messaging must be clear and precise. The second M is media. A political campaign is not a single event, but rather a series of events shaped by the media. The media is key in shaping people's perceptions of candidates. They are the eyes and ears of the people. And so kicking the media out of meetings when it suits you.
Mimi niko tayari. Na nilikuwa na nafasi. Nilikuwa na nafasi. These media houses, why do we have media houses here? Nyinyi watu tokeni kwanza tuongee maneno ya maana.
And in the same breath, accusing the same media of being biased is double standard.
That's right.
When it comes to money, political campaigns go hand in hand with campaign spending. Over time, campaign spending has gone up and candidates use huge sums of money to give them an edge in the political sphere. A while ago, for instance, Mr. RUTO conducted 135 rallies in just a month, randomly dishing out millions to boda boda watus. being the final leg. Can he maintain the same momentum, or are his pockets beginning to run dry? The last M is make no mistake.
Yeah.
They say that politics is like a staring contest. Never blink, never flinch, and never reveal your true emotions or lack thereof. Major mistakes can cost one an election, like choosing the wrong running mate and revealing an angry temperament to the same people you need votes from.
That's right.
The best fighter never shows his anger.
That's right.
With only 28 days to elections, candidates who effectively use the media, money, and have a precise message and commit fewer grave mistakes will make it to the finish line. This is because many start fast, but few finish strong.
Yes.
As Robin Sharma stated, starting strong is good, but finishing strong is epic.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Finishing strong
Absolutely.
is epic.
Yeah.
So guys, we had 4 headlines.
Yeah.
My favorites will be the Daily Nation and the People Daily, that Uhuru bets big on Raila, which he has. He's putting his name on the line here,
Yes.
hoping that Raila will do some kind of continuity and continue his legacy.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have Daily Nation. I was soft, admitting a weakness there, but that Karo will jail thieves.
I like the Daily Nation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like it too. I think we go with the Daily Nation.
Yes.
Fantastic.
There you have it. We have our winning headline. Thank you for joining us. Find me on social media. I'm on Twitter at Samasana.
Then find me on TikTok at Maina wa Kabyama.
And find us all on YouTube and Time for You to Air and Star Times Go TV.